strength, and it is a Category 1 hurricane still, but it just continues to get stronger after every update that we continue to get. The latest update about 10 minutes ago came in with max winds of 90 miles per hour, and it's expected to rapidly intensify as we head into the next 12 to 24 hours, becoming most likely a major hurricane by the time we get to the day tomorrow. Could become a Category 4 hurricane by the time we get to Tuesday, and then as we head into Wednesday, that's when it's expected to make landfall along the western coast of Florida as a major hurricane. Could be a Cat 3, possibly even a Cat 4. So obviously the devastating high amounts of wind is going to be one of the main things on our minds when it comes to the impacts to Florida, but also the rain. They are looking at heavy rainfall right now, and then with Milton, they could walk away with rainfall amounts between 5 to 10 inches with isolated totals coming in close to 15 inches of rainfall. Now for us back here in southeast Texas, we're going to be looking at pretty much dry conditions because a cool front will be pushing in early Tuesday. We'll take a closer look at those impacts here in southeast Texas coming. Breaking heat across portions of southeast Texas. At Houston Hobby, we actually hit a high of 95 degrees, which topped the old record of 92 degrees set back in 2005. Also at Bush Intercontinental Airport, we tied the old record that was set back in 1928, and in Galveston also tied the record. But get this, that record took place on 1897. So it's a long time ago, a long-standing record there. And outside right now, it is still coming in on the pretty warm side in Houston, about 79 degrees. Conroe cooling down to 71. Galveston also coming in at about 80 degrees. And heading into the overnight hours, those temperatures will fall into the upper 60s, low 70s. So a few degrees less warm than what we had last night. The reason being, we actually had some slightly drier air roll in this afternoon. So that's going to allow our low temperatures to get a little on the cooler side. But dry air likes to heat up. It heats up very efficiently, and we're going to see that heading into your Monday. By the time we get to about 10 a.m. tomorrow, our temperature should be around 83 degrees, and then high temperatures tomorrow rising up into the low to mid 90s under mostly sunny skies. So here in Houston, we're anticipating a temperature right around 95 degrees. If we hit that, we would tie the record that was set back in 1956. Conroe looking at a high near 92, 91 in Bay City, and 93 degrees over in Liberty. But we do have a change coming up. Yes, tomorrow it is still going to be on the warm side, but our next front is going to make its way in late Monday into early Tuesday, and that drier and slightly cooler air will start to filter on in behind that front. So Tuesday, that's when you're going to start to notice a difference. Yes, our temperatures will be a little cooler, but you're also going to notice how dry it feels outside. But let's take a closer look at our low temperatures, because that's really where you're going to feel the biggest difference in those mornings. Notice Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning, we're going to be starting off below average for this time of year with our temperatures in the low 60s. So it's going to feel a lot better in those morning hours and even into the afternoon. And the reason being, we have that dry air that's going to make its way into southeast Texas. And a good way to actually track that dry air is by looking at our dew point, or what I like to call our muggy meter. Basically, the lower the number you see, the less sticky, the less muggy, the less moisture that's in the air. And you can see we drop below this sticky line as we head into Tuesday, and we'll pretty much stay below that as we head throughout the rest of this week and even going into this next weekend, possibly even into the following week. The only downside to this forecast, don't have any rainfall coming up. It's going to be a lot of dry air. So our drought conditions, that's what it was last week. This is what it is this week. So it's going to continue to get worse as long as we don't see any rain in our forecast. And it doesn't look like we're going to see much over the next 7 to 10 days. But those temperatures will be feeling nice. Low temperatures through much of this week in the 60s. Highs coming in the upper 80s. Tom?
Rachel, thank you. Next tonight.